Ladies, gentlemen, golf fans around the globe, it's that time again. Welcome to the 2013 annual Ryder Cup draw with me, Tom Minton, and my co-host Cole Turner.
Good evening to you all.
And actually live from New Hampshire, last year's victorious Ryder Cup captain, Mr. Oliver Minton. Ollie, we've got you on the line.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Tom, Cole, and the rest of the team over there in the studio. It's a pleasure to join you from the Bristol.
Ollie,
It was a great...
Ollie, can you still hear me? I think we had some connection problems there. Can you still hear me?
I can, Tom. Apologies.
Just a quick summary, Ollie. Can you just tell us about how it felt to win last year's Ryder Cup?
Last year was a great year for my Team USA. I felt I had a great team. And we really delivered on a very challenging course, both in the evening and during the day. And now I'm eagerly anticipating this year's draw.
Fantastic, Ollie. Fantastic, Ollie. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay, it's now time to head over to our man on location at Suffolk Golf and Country Club for that all-important 2013 Ryder Cup draw.
And it's live!
Thanks very much, gents. Well, the excitement is building. We're just 5 weeks away from the 4th annual Ryder Cup event. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my co-presenter for the evening and the losing captain from last year's event, Mr. Stuart Richardson.
Good evening, men.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Tragic that Team Europe lost last year. Still very disappointed about the whole occasion. Anyway, let's get on with the draw.
Let's do this. It's bigger and better than ever. We have 20 players and 4 newbies. 4 rookies located here. Unfortunately, these new players cannot be team captains this year, so they will not be included in the first pick of the draw, which is for the team captains.
Is that due to their lack of experience?
100% down to lack of experience.
Well, I think that's fair enough. Okay, well, I'll put the remaining participants up for captain section into the bowl. Just going to make sure they're all out.
Thank you, Stuart. America, they retained it, didn't they, last year?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I will be picking out the captain for USA. The team captain for USA is Adam Harney.
Adam Harney, formerly known as Adam Paul, he's one of the worst golfers we've ever seen. An example of this is when the head of his new out-of-the-box Slazenger driver went further than his ball. I'm sure he'll be honoured to be the captain. He'll do a fantastic job.
Bizarre name change.
He was formerly known as Adam Paul.
Yeah.
Let's hope that doesn't cause any confusion.
Well, maybe it will do for the fans out there. And the captain for Team Europe. Hopefully they can do a better job than last year's captain, who was excellent, by the way. Thomas Minton.
Thomas Minton became the first person last year to lose to a younger sibling at drinking. I hope for all involved that Nicola Minton doesn't turn up this time and pull his pants down also.
She's a strong drinker, I've heard.
Without further ado, let's include the 4 rookies into the main draw and pick out the remaining teams for this year's Ryder Cup event.
Sounds perfect, Ben.
Next up, for the USA, Jason Darville.
Jason Darville recently reached the final of the My Protein weight loss range search for a model contest. Sadly for Jason, he came second due to being too skinny. The Live Ryder Cup draw would like to congratulate Gary Bradshaw on his new modelling contract.
Good looking boy, isn't he, Gary? And second out for Europe, Christian Cooney.
Possibly the worst golfer in the field along with Adam Harney. He has got new clubs though and he has been improving. He could probably outdrink anybody and is currently looking for a good woman to treat him right.
Aren't we all?
Someone's out there somewhere.
Third up, for Team USA, Cole Turner.
One of 2 victims to fall down with red wine syndrome last year. The media pointed the blame singly at him for Europe not winning through his drinking and his golf. However, he makes up for his faults by frequently using the joint account to buy vodka.
He does do that. He does do that very well. Third out for Team Europe. Daniel Thomas.
Daniel is currently part of a 4-man team writing a script for the sequel of P.S. I Love You. Daniel couldn't tell us much, but he did confirm that the film would be called P.S. You Are Delightful.
What is that?
I'm not entirely sure. He does take excellent pictures of shadows though, Daniel Thomas.
He does, yeah, he's a good shadow picture taker.
Next up, Team USA. Oliver King.
Oliver King, probably the strongest golf on show. From all the Ryder Cup team, I'd like to wish him congratulations on his new engagement to his girlfriend, and also they are expecting their first child, a baby boy.
Congratulations, Oliver. Fourth out for Europe. The returner, Daniel De Winter.
Daniel De Winter spent the whole of 2012 travelling the world looking for the one. Sadly, this was a fruitless search, but he did, however, contract chlamydia. But after 4 tablets and a lot of creamy discharge later, Daniel was given the all clear.
Can be very itchy.
Sounds like he's had an incredible year. Fifth out for Team USA. Will Orris.
Will Orris, nicknamed at birth Big Will by his mother due to his larger-than-life genitalia. A rookie this year, but we're all pleased to welcome Big Will and Little Will to the competition.
Looking forward to see Big Will, Ben. How about you? Fifth for Team Europe. Another newbie, Matthew Eldridge.
He used to be a handsome, muscly guy, but now he's a chubbly, handsome guy. He's even been called a poor man's Howard Timothy, a bad drinker, and what I've been told, an even worse golfer.
Fresh back from holiday in Cuba, I believe.
Oh yeah, it's got a lovely town.
Next up, Team USA. Colin Davis.
A late call-up, but with Colin comes added drama. An interesting twist will be Ben Wong versus Colin Davis. Both men will be battling out to secure the Everett Cup.
That is some prize though. Sixth for Team Europe. Chris Baptiste.
Chris Baptiste, the sleeping giant, waited 3 years of his life completing a degree in geography. However, we can confirm he is doing well at Pizza Hut and is now in charge of delivery.
Next up for Team USA. Samuel Thrower.
He's actually been in South Uganda building wells for a small tribe. Sadly, this came to an end when he's accused of a slight paedophilia incident. However, Sam has got himself back on track and is now working with the LTA's children.
Some solid work.
How did he get that gig?
Who knows?
Terrible checks nowadays.
Next up for Europe. Michael Park.
Fresh from his snow driving for beginners course, Michael will be hoping not to throw up on his leg this year. In 2013, he has given up sleeping with women and is now getting shafted by car garages. He hopes to be an asset to his team, and he was victim number 2 of red wine syndrome.
I think he needed a new belt after that incident with the car as well. I'm not talking about the fan belt, are we?
Next up for Team USA is Dave Prowl.
Dave Pro is a rookie with no clue what he's really let himself in for. He's a good golfer and he's the only person in the draw who is actually shorter than his mother.
Next up for Team Europe. What do you look at that? My co-presenter, Benjamin Wong.
Ben's recently invested in a racehorse called Miyako. The horse may never have won a race, but he believes it's a sound investment. Ben also claimed he did not want the conflict with Colin to overshadow the event, but believed he could take him on a one-on-one.
Which may actually happen as we're on opposite teams.
Makes the Everett Cup all the more exciting, doesn't it?
Next up, thanks Stuart for that. Next up, Team USA is... Well, he was live from New Hampshire earlier on, Oliver Minton.
Oliver Minton finally lost his virginity at Beach Break 2011. Since then, he's been out of control with the girls and has now slept with at least 2 girls. Odds on to rage first and odds on to lose his golf.
Great numbers, Ollie Minton. Good numbers. Next up, Team Europe. I'm sure Tom will be pleased with this. Andrew Court.
A potential surprise package whose game can go one of 2 ways. Let's just hope we get the Andrew Court who caresses the golf ball around the course with the same care as he does when he's applying a thermometer to a dog's arse.
Interesting.
Well,
Team USA have had 9 players completing the lineup for this year's Ryder Cup. The 10th player for Team USA, Stuart Richardson.
Stu Richardson went the whole of 2012 without a blue t-shirt after refusing to wear one since USA retained the trophy last year. He is yet to win a Ryder Cup due to his lack of talent and alleged of fixing last year to be the captain himself.
It's going to be a bit different, as I was on Team Europe last year. And to conclude the draw for Team Europe must mean it is Jafar. James Honeyman.
James Honeyman has adopted the tactic of putting on weight to drive the ball further. James will be hoping to get round the course without pulling himself due to recent bow issues. We will now take you back to the live studio to see the analysis of this draw.
Well, how about that then? May I be the first to congratulate you, Tom, on your captaincy for this year?
thank you very much, Carl. Guys, that is it. The draw has been made. The fans can now get excited. We're ready. We'll see you in March.
24 hours a day. On PC, on mobile and in stunning HD. This is Sky Sports News.